Listen, I know it's been a minute. Your girl's been, yeah, but we back and we gonna do something. We talk about something. Let's talk about things. Let's talk about things. We got some gaming to talk about. Got some sports to talk about. Got some life to talk about. Let's get it. Yeah. All right. Listen, I know it's been a while, and I've been kind of slacking doing these podcast episodes. I just haven't really been feeling motivated to do much lately. It's been a couple weeks, I believe, since I I did a podcast. It's the 26th of February. Like, it's first of all, let's go. Can we talk about how fast February is flying? Like January felt like a couple months, and like February felt like 2 weeks. Like it's been crazy that it's literally about to be. It's gonna be March 1st this Friday. We obviously have a leap year, so it's extra day. Um, but I kind of want to talk about a couple things. Like I said, we're gonna talk about some sports. We're gonna start off with some sports. Um, but the NBA All Star Game or All Star Weekend in general. I legit forgot about it last week. I used to be so excited for the NBA All Star Weekend. Like I enjoyed everything from like the celebrity game to the I don't know. They don't call it the rookie showcase anymore, but it's the when they have the first and second year players. They play games. They do like they have at least like four sets of teams now. They've done things to make it shorter and make it a little quicker and a little funner. They'll have like four teams, four different coaches, four sets of teams. I think they go to like 40, and then they do like kind of like a tournament style kind of thing. Um, but yeah, then Saturday night we know the dunk contest, 3 point contest, skills thing, all that stuff, and then obviously the NBA All Star Game on the Sunday. And I remember all like through my life, I've always been so excited for that weekend. Like I always enjoyed everything. Like I said, from Friday all the way to Sunday, like even like Saturday morning, like maybe like noonish Eastern, when they would do like the All Star Game practices. Like even the practices were interesting. Watching all the interviews of different players, even like the G League All Star Game. I remember kind of watching that. They had their own little dunk contest and everything. But I believe the guy who won it, McClung, I think he's from the G League. So they just pretty much like put them in there. Um, I mean, I didn't really watch it. I watched highlights. The 3 point contest actually was a little bit entertaining. Damian Lillard ended up winning that. He also won All Star Game MVP, which was interesting too. Um, but I just feel like I think it has a lot to do. I mean, it'll be weird if they were to do it after the season like the NFL does. Because to be honest, I barely watched the Pro Bowl. I've never really been excited for the Pro Bowl. I do like watching those little like skill things that all the players do. I do like watching those. Um, I mean, technically they don't do it after the season. It's the week before the Super Bowl. They used to do it after the season. So like the guys from the Super Bowl, if they wanted to play, they play at it. Um, but I don't know. I just feel like All Star weekends, or just in general for any sport, it's been kind of weird. I get excited for baseball. The home run derby is always really entertaining. They do like a little celebrity game after that, and then they do the All Star game that the day after, and it actually has some meaning. The winner, whatever league wins it, they get home field for the World Series, so it has some meaning to it. I don't know what the NBA could do to make it more meaningful. I feel like a lot of players, even I know a lot of big players don't even like doing like the dunk contest. I feel like a lot of players barely like playing in the All Star games anymore. Um, but it's kind of sad because it's definitely like a different time. Like I said, I used to be so excited for it, and for it to like not even be something that I legit for even remembered that was going on was kind of crazy. I did like how Steph Curry and Ionescu kind of did that little 3 point contest. That was kind of fun. Um, I think they should do that more often with a lot of WNBA players, because there's a lot of WNBA players that they could shoot. They could fucking shoot, and it's cool like because the WNBA has always kind of been a part of the NBA All Star Weekend from the celebrity game through the Saturday night stuff. I remember when they used to do the skills thing. It used to be like a current NBA player, an NBA legend, and then like a WNBA player. Like, and they used to always kind of incorporate the WNBA players with that and stuff, which is nice. Um, but yeah, man, I just, it's kind of sad that it's like, at least for me, it's just not as exciting. This season has been kind of weird. I've been looking at the standings and checking everything out. Like, I'm a Miami Heat fan and everything. We are seventh in the East right now. Not really playing the best. We had that whole scuffle that happened the other night. Um, but it's like looking at the standing and seeing some of the teams that are here and some of the teams that are like not. Like, you look in the West and see like Minnesota and Oklahoma like as your top two seeds, like the Kings are the fifth seed. Like, it's so different. It's different, but I kind of like that because of the fact that it is so different. You were always used to obviously like the Lakers and the Warriors, and they're ninth and tenth right now. They probably gonna make the playoffs most likely. But seeing like the Spurs, like literally at the bottom, even after Wemby, I mean, obviously one player is not going to just completely turn everything around, but he's definitely like a positive step forward for the Spurs, which is nice. The dude's talented for sure. Um, I think he had, I don't know if it was the first 5x5 game when you have at least five of each stat, which is kind of nuts. um, but it's just a different time. And I love basketball. Basketball was always my favorite sport growing up. I wanted to play in the WNBA. I love playing sports in general, but basketball was always had my heart. And for the NBA to kind of be kind of this year is it kind of breaks my heart a little bit. Um, but nonetheless, it's I just haven't been watching, and it kind of sucks. And I want to try to start watching a little more. I know I said that before, but I don't know. I just haven't really been interested. It sucks that I haven't been though. As far as NCAA basketball, I'm a UConn fan. I'm a fan of both the men and women UConn teams. I believe the men lost this weekend, so they're probably not going to be the number one seed, number one overall. Um, when new rankings come out. And I do love the diversity that's been happening in the women's side, which has been nice. It's been really nice to see. Um, and like I said, I'm a big UConn fan. But it's like I said, it's nice to see other teams. South Carolina's pretty much been kind of running in a lot lately. Um, Iowa's pretty good, obviously, with Caitlin Clark. She's insane. LSU's still there around and stuff, and I love Angel Reese. I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. But like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but it's like I haven't really been watching too much basketball too much. But I really want to get. This is the time of year to kind of watch because like the NBA, it's the last 3 weeks of the regular season, and March Madness is coming, which is always a big a fun time. I love like just making brackets and watching all the games everywhere. So hopefully this month would kind of get me uh into like watching basketball again, because I do miss it. I've been like itching for a sports fix even with my games. I like before I like when I got into gaming, it was it was nothing but sports games. Like I would play like NFL Blitz and Tecmo Bowl and NFL Madden and all the different sports games there were. There was so many sports games back in like the 90s, early 2000s. NBA Jam, NBA Street Volume 2 is probably one of my favorite games of all time, let alone favorite sports games. I played that game for hours. I miss kind of like a street basketball game. It was around the time when like games like that worked. And also street ball, like and when basketball was huge for me. Big part of my growing up, like late 90s, early 2000s. Like it was a good time. Played a lot of baseball games. I played all sports, hockey games. I literally found one of my old Madden, I think like Madden 96. I found one of my old cartridges recently, which is kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, like I played all that stuff, quarterback club and all that. Man, it was so many options. And then now there's literally like one option at least for basketball and football. Um, Baseball has a couple options. Obviously, the show is like the main baseball game. Hockey, I think, is a little bit. They got a couple games. I know they have like the EA's. I think it's like NHL. Oh, what it's like NHL, whatever, '09 or whatever. And then it's like, there's another one. There's another hockey kind of series. But for like football, it's just Madden. Uh, I miss things like NFL Blitz. Blitz was fun, or even like Blitz the League. They had that had a really fun like storyline. Like it made you like get into it, and it's like it sucks that it's not that much like now. And obviously NBA, there's NBA 2K, and it's kind of it. Like NBA Live hasn't been relevant in over a decade. Um, I played the hell out of NBA Live, and I also play 2K. Like I played both. Uh, the 2K series for sure, at least for football, definitely was ahead of its time, and it was cheaper. I never forget, like NFL 2K5 is still really popular amongst people who know that game was ahead of its time. 100%. The fact that it was only like $20 too was huge. The presentation, everything about the gameplay, everything about NFL 2K5 was almost perfect. And then pretty much, you know, EA took the NFL license, and here we are. And the same thing with NBA 2K, which kind of sucks because I enjoyed, like I said, NFL Street Volume 2 and all the street games, or just even, well, first of all the street games for EA was great. NFL Street, FIFA Street, all those games were great. NBA Street, of course. But like 2K is just it, and 2K has definitely. I've stopped, but I haven't bought like the last like maybe 3 to 4 NBA 2Ks. It's just that it's just this money grab. You pay $60 for the game. You have to pay like almost $100 just to get your player right. Or if you play my team, people buy packs and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. And for me, it's like if you're gonna charge everybody all this extra stuff, make the game free. And I've been watching some YouTube videos of some content creators. I forgot his name. I think it's Batch Plug. I think his name is, and he was talking about how like he feels like anybody could go out and make like an NBA kind of game where it's just like park, where you could just, because you really don't need the NBA kind of attachment to the game. Somebody could go out there and make a just a part game, because that's those are just, pretty much just like you make your player from scratch. It has almost nothing to do with the NBA, and you go out there, you go in the park, you play with your homies, play rec, play whatever, play program, play whatever you want, and like you don't realize it's like you don't have to have the NBA attachment to do that. So it would be cool if somebody was to do that. Make it a little cheaper, or even make it free, and then it's different. Like you look at games like all the battle royales, like Apex and Fortnite and Overwatch and all these games, Call of Duty. Even though obviously buying the games, gets you better up, like ranking up guns and all that stuff, but they're still free. As much as people like to bag on them, NBA 2K has been robbing people of money for years. Ever since they introduced VC, and every year it gets higher and higher and higher. It's been a while since, I forgot when I think it was like, was it like NBA like 2K like 13, 14, I think, when they kind of introduced VC. I could be wrong, but it's around that area. And you watched every year as them just get more and more like money hungry. And it sucks. It sucks because I always enjoyed playing with my friends. It was always a good time. Me and my cousins would play too. And it's like now I want to play a basketball game right now, but I shelling out 60, $70 for 2K and almost another $100 just to upgrade my player, or even upgrade my team if I play my team, whatever. It just doesn't feel worth it. And like I said, I just miss sports. So I've been actually playing Madden a bit. And the only reason I have Madden is because it came out on EA Play. Has their, after like usually around Super Bowl time, Pro Bowl time, they put their games on the, what they call, I don't know if they still call it the vault, but pretty much they make the game free. You can play it as much as you want. EA Play, pretty much you can play 10-hour trials for new games, and then after a certain amount of time, they get pretty much give it to everybody to play for how much they want to. And ever since then, it's been like a month since it's been there. I've been just playing a little like my career mode. Um, I have my quarterback that I've made for the Cowboys, of course, and it's like I'm in my third season. I've won Super Bowls my first 2 years. It's been fun to just kind of play a sports game again. I don't ever know if I'll ever get to the point again where I'll play against people, or play online. Um, because I used to be addicted. Like I was so into Madden. Like I would play in tournaments. I play against guys. I had a friend, me and my friend Money. We would like start up literally NFL franchises, like just franchise seasons or whatever. And there was at one point we got to like year like 20, and there was literally like nobody left in the NFL. That's in the NFL at the time. There was no one left because we had played so many years. People had retired and yada yada. And there was times me and him would literally play all night, just playing through seasons. And we'd try to add other people to it, have some fun with it. But yeah, like I miss that. I miss just playing like sports games, having fun, doing a little trash talk here and there. I was always like the only girl that did it, at least the people I knew, immediate people I knew, as far as sports games is concerned. Um, but it used to be really fun, and I miss that. And it's just like it's such a different time. Battle royales have kind of taken over. Um, but speaking of battle royales, I Apex came out with their new season a couple weeks ago, and I've played a little. I played a little. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm starting to enjoy Apex again. The new changes, obviously the new like no shields and the no shields on the ground, the upgrades. It feels natural. It doesn't. I remember kind of like hearing about it, and I'm like, this is stupid. Now I'm like, okay, I get it, because you get upgrades for every little thing. You get upgrades for reviving a teammate, whatever your role is, doing things that go to your role, like supports, open up support bins, or assaults, open up assault bins, the skirmishers looking at care packages, like recons doing your scans, defense doing your I think that's what they call it, defense. With what was it, Caustic, Watson, Catalyst, and who else? A Rampart. Scanning those, the little I forgot what they call them. I don't know, consoles, ring consoles. Um, and now that everything has these upgrades, every character has their upgrades and stuff. It's made it kind of at least tolerable. I for the last maybe like 3 to 4 seasons, I haven't been able to tolerate Apex. It bored the hell out of me. I would play with my friends, my friends Bossy and Corey. Like we would play, and that was the only time I would actually play. It was with them. Occasionally I get on just to try to finish my battle pass, because I feel like if I buy the battle pass, I gotta at least try to finish it. So at worst, I would get on and do that, but I was miserable. I just was like, this isn't fun, and I'm not gonna lie. The last couple weeks I've been playing. Yesterday I streamed it. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed myself. I've been trying to get back into my Bloodhound gang. Like my Bloodhound like gameplay and stuff. I was a Bloodhound main for a while. I'm trying to reach 5,000 kills on them, and like I started playing a lot of Loba, some Octane, especially when the support class thing became a thing. I was playing a lot of Loba. Like Lifeline was my first main. Then when they nerfed her to hell, like early on, I went to Bloodhound, and I started loving Bloodhound, and literally have over 4,000 kills on Bloodhound. And like I said, when all the classes came, I started playing more support. I enjoyed Loba, and like when her heirloom dropped and everything, um, I enjoyed playing Loba, playing Octane. And I try to be flexible. I'm definitely like, if a team needs, like, we need something, I don't mind playing it. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling Bloodhound again, which is nice. It feels good. It feels really good. Um, so yeah, and also Overwatch, who dropped their seasons a couple weeks ago. The season's been weird. The battle pass is great. Don't get me wrong. This is probably one of the best battle passes Overwatch 2 has had. Um, the Mora skin is great. I've already hit level 40, level 80, and I have the Mora skin, which is just really good. Um, good solid battle pass overall. Just with all the few changes, it's made like playing support not fun. I've been playing way more DPS, which is not my style. I'm always like a tank support main in any game like that. Um, I'm a Zarya man. I love my girl Zarya. She's like the only person I have a gold weapon for. Um, but I always enjoy playing support. I always enjoy playing like Lucio and Brig and Mercy. I play with so many Mercies now to the point where like I love playing with my Mercies. Don't get me wrong. So shout out to Eki, Ash, Tabby, Miso, or Angel. Sorry, love you, Angel. Um, my favorite Mercies, man. I love playing with y'all because y'all make it easy for me to kind of just to explore my horizons. Like I've been playing a lot of Zen lately. I think definitely with the new like hitbox thing, it's kind of made playing Zen a little bit more fun. And like I said, playing DPS a little bit more fun. Um, but it just feels weird playing support. I don't know. It's really hard. I like playing it. Like I said, when I'm playing with one of my peeps, and I know one of them is playing support, I'm pretty comfy. Um, but I get on there a lot by myself and play. I've been trying to even play some comp, which is they've reworked the comp system, which is nice. But yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna be like grinding in the comp a little bit more. I feel like I haven't really got into you know comp as a whole. Like I never really did. So I'm like I said, I was always a tank main. Zarya is my girl. I love playing Jungle Queen, Sigma, Ramatra. I was a Winston main. I started off as a Winston main, and I don't play Winston as much. I really want to get back into playing some Winston. I love Winston. I always did. Um, but but yeah, man. That's pretty much it for like sports and gaming stuff. But we're gonna talk about something a little different after I come back from the break. We're gonna get into something. It might be a little deep. You know how I get. I sometimes I'll be rambling, and I kind of going to update everything that's been going on with me. But yeah, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. I kind of want to this past few this year has been kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Um, it started out pretty well. Like I said, my birthday. I enjoyed my birthday. Enjoy hanging out with peeps. Um, but it's been weird overall. It's been interesting. I've been trying to be optimistic about things, about life. And I find myself being optimistic and then just kind of something messes up, something makes it fall apart, something changes my whole perspective. Um, I was told I have bipolar disorder, and it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense actually. Uh, um, it makes a lot of sense how I there's times when I'm good and I'm fine and I'm at least comfortable a little, and then there's times I hate everything about my life, and it's just always this balance that I struggle with because like I've said it before. I've lived in this apartment for over 25 years. I moved here when my mom passed away. I moved here with my grandmother. She has since passed away. We had a lot of other family members pass away, and it's taken a toll on me. Like I've been here for about 2 years by myself, a little over 2 years, and it still doesn't feel like mine. It doesn't feel like my apartment because of the attachment to a lot of obviously memories, good and bad, um, to a lot of memories. Um, so it gets hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes to function. I would love to be able to dig deeper into this content creation space, um, stream more, post more, just do things more, fun things. I would love to collab with people and all that stuff. I just sometimes don't feel like I'm good enough to do that with people. Um, like I love playing with my friends. I enjoy most of the everyone I play with. I'm not gonna say most. Everybody I play with, I enjoy legit, and but I just feel like I haven't I'm just not good enough to handle sometimes the content creation stuff. Just because of the fact that it just it baffles my mind when I watch people who have families and who have spouses and who have like life outside of this do this 1,000 times better than me. It's just like I literally have no one else to care for. It's just me. And there are some times when I like yesterday I streamed. It was the first time I streamed since last Saturday. And I know like streaming every day isn't healthy. And I don't think it's healthy for anybody. No matter how long you've been doing this. It's never healthy to stream every day. Um but at worst I'd like to some kind of schedule and like to stream at least 3 times a week. I feel like 3 times, 3 to 4 times a week would be nice. It's just hard for me to keep up a schedule because there's days, like I said, I feel fine and I'm good. And then there's other days when I feel like I can't do shit right. And it sucks. It sucks. And I get in my head and I start not believing in myself. When I got a lot of people who always are encouraging me, keeping me, you know, grounded as much as they can. I have a lot of people I care about, and I just wish if I had just had the motivation to do this more often. So I've been like wanted to do cybersecurity, but it obviously costs money uh, to start, and I feel like it's something that I could do where I could pretty much take anywhere. Um, and it's something that I've always I like. I love computers. I love technology. I had an incident maybe like 3 or 4 years ago where someone got into my account, spent money that wasn't there. Um, like they got into my PayPal, they got into my Twitch. They bought things, and it was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. But I feel like ever since then I've kind of been definitely way more cautious of what I do online and stuff. It's always like really cautious. Also, two-factor everything. Everything, every single account that you have, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Twitch, Instagram, anything, two-factor it, please. It'll save you so much pain. Um, but like I've always kind of been interested in that, and it's something I want to do. I still want to get my driver's license. I still haven't done any like driving school. Money, money kind of is the reason why I'm not able to do things. Um, so like my dad, who like I said, he was offering, he said he's like I'll pay for your driving school. I'll pay for your cybersecurity thing and everything. And obviously I was feeling optimistic, and then he ended up going to the hospital again. His blood pressure's high. To this moment, I actually don't know if he's still there. I've called, not really getting much of an answer. Um, but I I try to be optimistic about things. I'm also like wanting to plan a trip to Florida to go um visit my lovely friend Miss Idis Ashland, who I care for dearly. She's one of my favorite people in the world. She's legit one of the reasons why I look up to her as far as being a content creator, because she works so hard at what she does, and she likes what she does, and she treats people great. And her birthday was this past Thursday. um and I had a really good time just celebrating with her, and she got showered with love and gifts and everything, and I'm happy she enjoyed herself, and it made me happy to see her happy. She's definitely one of my best friends, somebody who I love and adore, and I would love to go visit her because Tavi's going too, and she's one of my best friends, and who somebody I really care for and adore as well. And I think I need I need an away time. I need a vacation. It's supposed to happen in May, and my dad had mentioned that, if you wanted to go somewhere, he's like, I could probably hook that up for you. And we talked about that, the possibility of that. And like I said, he's back in the hospital now. I just don't know what's gonna happen. Um, I try not to get my hopes up most of the time and just try to be optimistic. But it's just like every time I do that, it feels like it crashes down. Um, but nonetheless, today, as it's weird, I'm actually feeling pretty decent this morning. Um, I do plan to stream today. I'm probably gonna play some Apex with some peeps or just kind of hang, and um, I do have to start doing it more often because I feel like um I want to do it at least a few times a week. I feel like I don't have to stress myself. I've been uploading to my YouTube channel. I've been uploading my Detroit Become Human walkthrough, which has been nice. I plan to try to do some more YouTube and do some more YouTube videos and things. And um, like that's the plan. I've been doing all right. Even the fact that I haven't been streaming this month, I've pretty much posted on my YouTube at least twice a week for the last month. So I am kind of proud of myself for doing that. I got a couple other like walkthroughs. I have one with my buddy Chickmunk. We played A Way Out like last like November, December. It was a good time. Chipmunk's always good vibes. Um but yeah, I'm trying to post everywhere. I need to post on my TikTok. I actually haven't posted over almost 2 weeks now, and I need to do that. Gonna be working on that. I'm definitely like working on stuff, more editing stuff to. I want to do my intro over. I've had the same intro for about 2 years now, almost 2 years. Um, I definitely want to like refresh the clips and all that stuff because editing was something I wanted to do when I graduated high school. It was something I wanted. I was in my video club in high school and stuff, and I always enjoyed the behind the scenes stuff when it comes to like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. I've always enjoyed the behind the scenes stuff. So editing was always a passion, and I really want to get back into it. So I feel like I have some choices here, and I'm trying to maximize uh my I don't know how to say this. I just want to be able to put my get dip my toes into everything. And I want to be able to have different, even I know it's like kind of like I guess frowned upon, I guess, but I want to have different sources of income because I need it. I literally have none at the moment. um it would be nice to kind of have that, but I know it takes hard work and it's not going to be overnight. I i do hope by the time the end of this year comes, I am at least working on the moving, having some source of income, because I did a little from Twitch. It's just not obviously enough to sustain or move into an apartment or even move away. Um, but I want to be able to take care of me because it's just me right now, and I don't have any kids. I don't have a significant other. It's just me, and I know I could take care of myself. My whole life, it's just been people have taken care of me. Like I could honestly admit that. My mom, obviously, I moved in with my grandmother. She didn't force me to like go to school or anything after I graduated. Um, and then my uncle as well. And it's like I've always had people taking care of me, and these last 2 years it's been really really hard to still find myself. I still feel like I'm finding little things about myself that I'm learning about me. So um, nonetheless, it's I feel like you can still always learn things no matter how old you get. Like I'm 35, and it's like, and I look at people like I said that's younger than me and watch them like be way ahead of me, and I have to remember that we all move at our own pace. So if you see somebody that's like got a job and they're married and got kids and they're not even 30 yet, you're just like, when is it gonna be my turn? You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta remember that it's just you do things at your own pace, man. And we're all different for a reason. We all grew up different places, different backgrounds. We've all had different people around us. Some of us had amazing family. Some of us had great family. Some of us had terrible family, and people who treat us terribly. Um, or just people in our lives, not even just family, just people in our lives that just treat us terribly. And we just have to balance. Balance is key. Balance is key in everything. And that's why I kind of want to have some kind of schedule when it comes to my streaming. I've been trying to make sure I have a schedule when it comes to my YouTube uploads. I've been like upload at least every Monday and Friday around like noon Eastern. So check out the YouTube and all that stuff. But I'm trying. I'm trying. And I'm trying to be optimistic and try not to get so down when things don't go as planned. And I feel like it happens a lot for me where things don't go as planned. Um, I just have to keep pushing as hard as it may be. Um, and there's times when I don't feel like I have enough or I feel like giving up, but it's always something that brings me back. Whether it's somebody or something, something always brings me back. And finding my purpose and being able to push through it is something that I am working on still. Loving me is huge. That's a big one. Loving yourself is huge. Taking care of your mental health, just yourself in general. Um, but yeah, I'm rambling now, per usual. I just have some times when I'm just talking. Um, but yeah, guys, I do appreciate anybody who's listening. Um, I'm gonna definitely try to keep this going more often. I know I say that every time, but we're gonna keep the Monday Friday schedule going in this. Like I said, I've been uploading to my YouTube channel, so check out my YouTube. Just search Big Mama stuff everywhere, pretty much. I'm Big Mama stuff pretty much on everything. TikTok, I'm just Big Mama stuff _ comes through to the come through to the Twitch. We be having fun, man. I got a lot of good people in my life who I like to have fun and game with, even just in my community, in chat. Got a lot of good people around me. So come to the Twitch. Twitter's just Big Mama stuff. Instagram's Big Mama stuff. Come show me some love over there. Like I said, the Twitch, the YouTube, all that stuff. We gonna try to keep on. We gonna keep on keeping on, man. Keep on keeping on. But I love you guys. You know, y'all have an amazing start to your week. Love your faces. Stay beautiful. I'll see you in the next one. Remember to drink your water, check on a homie, and remember you're loved. Peace.